In the heart of Alabama, starting in 1932, the United States government launched a medical study that would betray the very people it claimed to serve. This was not just a study, it was a deliberate act of cruelty rooted in racism. This is the story of the Tuskegee Syphilis Study. For 40 years, nearly 400 African American men, many poor and uneducated, were told they were receiving free health care. But in truth, they were left untreated. Even as syphilis ravaged their bodies, the government watched, knowing full well the deadly disease would progress. These men were denied treatment, denied dignity, and denied humanity, all because of the color of their skin. The study continued long after penicillin became the standard cure in the 1940s. Yet, the government chose to let them suffer and die. Wives were infected. Children were born with congenital syphilis. Entire families were shattered. The pain was not just physical, it was a profound betrayal of trust. This was not a mistake. It was a calculated decision fueled by racist beliefs that black lives were expendable in the name of science. The Tuskegee study exposed the deep wounds of systemic racism in America's institutions. It wasn't until 1972, after a whistleblower exposed the study, that it finally ended. The government apologized, but the scars remain in the survivors, their families, and the collective conscience of a nation. Today, we remember the men of Tuskegee not as subjects, but as victims of injustice. Their story demands that we never forget the cost of racism disguised as research. Officials saw the men in Tuskegee not as individuals, but as subjects, mere data points to study the natural progression of syphilis. They prioritized scientific curiosity over human life, convinced that the knowledge gained would benefit society, even if it meant sacrificing black bodies. This was not just neglect. It was a deliberate decision rooted in systemic racism, a government action that dehumanized an entire community under the guise of medical research. Their lives were stolen in the name of science, but their story must ignite a relentless fight for justice, equality, and the dignity every human deserves.